Comedians of Entre Nos live. I am one of your hosts, Erik Rivera. You might know me from my HBO half-hour special, Super White, but it's not about me. Let's bring on the other round table. Here we go, the other comics. We've got, from also an HBO half-hour special, adorable Orlando Leyba, everybody. What's going on? Oh, how you feeling?
Oh, feeling good, man. I'm energized today.
You got the
There's
DR
times we do
jacket
this
on?
and I'm like, got that. I got my
Last time I seen
Dominican
that
flag
jacket was
on.
on the Tonight Show.
No, this is a different jacket.
Oh, that's a different one?
Yeah. I got multiple patches, yo.
You got multiple DR jackets?
Yeah, man.
Every occasion.
Yeah.
All right. Well, another fellow who did the Tonight Show and rocked the DR. It was a pin on his lapel.
Yes.
Let's give it up for Ian Lara. There he is.
What up, y'all?
By the way, I didn't realize I was putting together this many Dominicans on one panel. All right, last but not least, another fellow DR native. You guys know him from BuzzFeed's Pero Like. Big round of applause. Gadiel Del Orbe.
Me puse un jacket para que vea, ¿viste?
Oh, look at that. There you go, Doug. There you go. Everybody's doing it now.
This is my
I feel like you guys are pitching a DR clothing line right now. Like this is gonna be on Shark Tank. All right, guys, for 20% of this company. What's going on? How's everybody doing?
I'm feeling good. Everybody's good, bro. I'm good. The family's good. Healthy.
Yeah, same here, man. In New York, it looks like we're, reaching the other side of the bad part. So we're hanging in there.
Okay. And Gadiel?
I'm doing good over here, like fixing shit around the house, like every day. That's what it is. Every day. That's all I do.
No, my man Gadiel here is a brand new homeowner. Just bought a house.
There you go.
He's been posting about it on IG.
O sea, esto es un duplex, señores. Esto es el landlord. Cuando yo vivía en Nueva York, yo siempre veía a esos judíos cobrando en la fiesta a mi mamá. Dije, tú sabes que un día de esto yo voy a ser como esta gente. Y ahora yo hago la misma mierda.
You're your own landlord?
Me paguen, coño.
Pay up.
Where are you living? What state are you living in?
I'm living in California, LA. I heard a lot about you, Orlando. And, also you, Ian. So I told Eric, I'm like, I want to meet these guys. I'm like, you know these guys. I seen them. I saw Orlando and Eric's Insta story, and then I heard that you did the show, The Laugh Factor. So I was like, I gotta meet these two. There's other Dominicans doing stand up. I gotta meet who the hell they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
Thank you, man. We appreciate it. Yeah, I love to meet. You know what I love about meeting other Dominicans? Sorry, Eric. When you meet other Dominicans, it's like you could just meet, but you just feel like, oh, hi, and like you've been cool forever.
Yeah, it's instant.
Like as soon as you meet, you're like, oh, hi, this is my brother. Okay.
It's like you knew each other for a long time.
Yeah, right.
So now, have you guys? Because I know before we started, Orlando was talking about he's ready to get up on stage. Have you guys partaken in the Zoom shows yet?
No, I'm still turning them down. I still can't do them. I'm not there yet. I still can't do them.
Yeah, I'm just respecting, this, what's going on. And if they're telling me stay home, and if I don't need to be, I'm grateful because I've gotten offers, but it's just like, nah, I just want to stay home, man. To be honest with you, this has been one of the longest stints that I've gone without getting sick.
Right.
Because I normally get sick really easy.
Some of your blood.
Yeah. So now it's just like, okay, this is working because I'm not getting sick. So,
But now, would you do a show? Would you do a stand-up show on Zoom or online like this, or no?
No, I don't think so.
What about you, Gadiel?
Eso sí que no. Not me, son. I just switched over and focused more on creating more videos and home content and stuff like that, and fixing around here.
I feel like
nice, Eric.
Thank you. I've been working because like I started doing these round tables and stuff, and I started noticing my background was just plain white. So I was like, yo, I got to paint back there. So I painted. Then we got some framed pictures. I'm slowly turning this into a set because I don't know how long this is going to last.
Yeah. It's looking good.
You got black bars up there.
That's the wood beams, man. I feel like I've been watching a lot of people like try to do stand-up and other stuff on Zoom. There should be a class for people who don't know how to use Zoom. Like, I don't know if you guys saw Tiffany Haddish, who was on Ellen today, and she talked about how she was in a meeting and she went to the bathroom because she was like, oh, they can't see me. And of course, they could see her. And she's not the first. There's been people trending on Twitter, like just going to the bathroom, not realizing, oh, this camera works all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
No way.
I was on a Zoom. It was like a round table, and it was 35 people around. It was like a New York comedian hang. It was 30. It was actually pretty fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But it's 35 people. You just hit like you gotta pause. I don't think the timing works right for comedy.
Right. But did any of the 35 forget they were on camera and just start like grooming, picking their teeth?
Well, it was one guy like he was hosting like how you are. But then he would like he had everyone on the screen. He's a comedian, and then he was like crowd working everybody. So like if he'll see your pink background, he'll make fun of you like your pink background. Then look at Orlando. So he was doing a good job of like bringing everybody into it. So we were all laughing and engaged. It was actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's my limit. After 4 people, I can't I got to be the 4th. After this, it's just like my brain isn't focusing anymore.
Yeah. So the reason I bring up the Zoom stuff, people have been caught going to the bathroom, but then I was like looking at the news and people have been caught doing worse. Like, I don't know if you guys saw this. There was a news anchor. The Spanish news anchor was caught cheating on Zoom. My man was doing a live report. Just, today this happened in politics. And then all of a sudden this naked chick just walked right by. And that's how he got caught.
Yo, esa mujer lo hizo de maldad. She was like, I'm going to get this nigga right now. Now she know. She did that shit in maldad, man. Women know what they do this shit. You ever look after a girl leaves, you know what I do? I look under the bed. Because they be leaving shit under the bed. Like bras, panties, and all that shit. Fucking socks. You know what I mean? I look all that shit. I be finding bras and shit. And I'm like, who's this? I'm like, it's my sister. And, she, I was doing laundry. Se cayó y abajo. Dude, that's crazy. I'm glad you found it. Let me get it.
Like, how bad has it gotten that this dude is cheating in quarantine? My man, like, he's gotten to that level. Like, he's having him come to the house and forgetting there's a camera there.
Hey, I don't judge. to each their own,
But like that's living on the internet. Like so, to get caught, people saw it, then zoomed in and started like freeze framing it. Like you got to be more careful. Like
he was married. He's married.
He was dating somebody else.
Oh, well, that doesn't count.
What?
Oh, yeah.
What kind of rule is this?
I thought my man was married with kids or something.
Married.
That's on the.
I'd be like, what?
Here's another one that happened. This poor guy in Miami, a teacher, right? He was doing a class on Zoom, and he shared his screen with his students. And apparently, one of the students noticed one of the bookmarks on his tabs.
Oh boy!
And all she caught was "busty girl," "f you," and then ... And she put it on TikTok.
Oh boy!
And that joint went viral. This dude got fired.
Oh my God! You get fired for that?
Got fired. He didn't show the preference.
Going on with your own home?
She just saw the preference and was like, "Look at this dude."
I don't think that warrants a firing.
No, I was at home. That was during my break, man. That doesn't count.
But does the school have something to stand on because it was busty like college girl porn? It wasn't like old lady. Like, you think they would have been like, oh, it's just grandmas. It's fine.
That just shows you what quarantine is doing to people, man. That they're looking into stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, let me look.
This is what I did. A couple weeks ago, I was watching a documentary. I saw this documentary on bidets. You guys know what a bidet is, right?
Yeah.
So I ordered a bidet and I installed it today.
Yeah.
I spent my whole day I haven't used it yet, but I'm very excited.
Dude,
yo, esa vaina.
You can see it.
What happened?
I said, you smiling from ear to ear. We can see the excitement.
This is the quarantine. This is what brings happiness when I can't get on stage. This is my happiness, bro.
No, but you did some.
I'm sending them to girls. Like if you come over, look,
I got this. You get this clean peach of hitty over here, dog.
Right, and then I could judge people when they come. They're like, "Oh, you got a bidet," and I'm like, "Yeah, what do you use? Toilet paper? Fuck out of here. That's gross."
Oh, dude, I don't use. Nothing but the best.
Yo usé un bidet una vez. Yo dije, I felt like I was in the rivers of Santo Domingo because that shit felt so good.
Yeah,
water trickling.
Bro. I've been using it. Just so I can use it. I gotta use it.
I don't use them because of like when the drawing's very suspect. Like they have ones that just is very in the drawing is very aggressively.
It is very
shooting
aggressive.
At your leather Cheerio, and I don't think that's right. I don't think like I'm not about the colonics, dog.
I turned it on just to let you know the aggressiveness. I turned it on like just to test the water pressure, and I was standing in front of the toilet, and the water was beaming off of my chest. Like I could have like.
Oh no, dog!
It pushed me back.
Yeah. Turn that down, dude. You might come out of your apartment with your head down. You don't want to look at nobody in the eye anymore.
Yeah. Well, now, so what's the etiquette if you go to someone's house and they have a bidet? Is it wrong to use? Like if I go to your house, Ian, is it wrong for me to use your bidet?
Eric, it'll be an honor for you to come to my house and use my bidet. Like that's why I got it. I just got it as a conversation piece. I want people to come use it, and then after we could talk. Like, yeah, feel clean. You know, it's a conversation starter.
That's a whole level of friendship. If I'm using your bidet, we talking about it afterwards.
Yo para tu casa, tú tienes un bidet, señores. I'm using that bathroom.
Yeah, for sure. I want the pandemic to end so I can invite people over. And feed them,
blast it. And shit blasts, right? It shoots hard too, right?
I feel like they're gonna walk out of the bathroom feeling different.
So now, when you invite, we lost. Oh, he'll be back. So when you invite people over, yeah, he got mad. He's like, you know what? I don't like this talk. I'm out. So if you invite people over and you want them to use the bidet, do you then now serve stuff that you know is going to make them go? Like, hey guys, I got chili, I got some coffee right here.
I'm gonna be honest. This is how I got the idea because I was visiting my friend in Los Angeles and I went over her apartment and she had a bidet and I was so shocked and she was like, "No, please use it." And I was like, "But I don't have to right now." And she was like, "Just use it, just try it anyway." And I was like, all right, I'm getting this.
Yeah, just go sit down. Just hang out.
Try it. I'm getting it. It's a great conversation piece.
Yo, so I come from I'm like I lived in DR. Like I lived in Dominican Republic. I showered out of buckets. I used to grab a bucket. We would collect rainwater, and we had a toilet, and we would grab the bucket, fill it up with the collected rainwater, lift it over our heads, and I'm a little kid doing this, and dump it into the toilet so it would flush the toilet. Yes, the toilet. And sometimes I would be like smart and fill the tank behind it, so you at least had one flush ready to go, right?
That's actually pretty smart.
Yeah. So I come to the States, and when I come to the States, we're staying at a house. We're like renting. My mom has this renting a place at a house. But they gave my mom the master suite. In that master suite, they had a regular toilet and a bidet. And I was so impressed by this in the United States. I was like, what is this? I didn't even know what the bidet was, dog. Yeah. That I turned it on because in my head, it was a fountain.
A water
fountain. To help you relax.
Yeah.
While you get me? Because you can't reach the sink, but you can reach the bidet because it was like the toilet and then another toilet that was the bidet. Water shot up. Yo, I had it on and it was like a little fountain going on, yo. My mom hears that. And then when I come out, because she's hearing everything running, she's like, what are you doing? And I said, no, I turned on the fountain. La fuente de agua ahí, por no relajarse. She goes, eso es una fuente. And then she didn't explain to me what it was. So I just went on years thinking that was a fountain till like I found out, oh, that's to wash the Cheerio. That's
Orlando, Orlando mom went and found coins in there. You were making wishes. Oh, this is a nice fountain here.
Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. This is how I look at it. As a single guy, this is how I look at it. I feel like if you come over to my house and you're on the fence about hooking up with me, and you go to my bathroom and you see that I have a bidet, you're more at ease. You're like, all right, this guy, this guy has a bidet. He's one of the good ones.
Culo limpio.
Yeah, and I feel like that. I feel like it's a psychological advantage.
Guaranteed to tener culo limpio.
Yeah.
Or they're gonna be like, yo. Or they're gonna be like, yo, this dude either has a girl or just came out of a relationship.
Really? You think so?
Yeah. The bros are gonna think that. Yeah.
But even if he just came out of a relationship, I think girls are gonna be interested because it's like, oh, she got him. She sort of helped him out.
Yeah.
I don't know what Gina's saying. Always ready. I don't know.
He's always ready.
Always there. Oh, I get it. Okay, I'm a married dude.
I would say a bidet should be a mandatory purchase in New York City, especially like New York summers when you're just walking around and it's sweat trickling. You got that swamp.
Yeah.
Oh.
I stay with baby wipes on me, dude. That's part of it.
That was my thing. I had baby wipes, and before girls used to come over, you got baby wipes. They thought I was fancy, but you gotta elevate.
You gotta elevate.
Yeah, I never got into the baby wipes, especially now that I got kids, because it smells like baby. That's a weird.
No, you gotta get natural. It's no smell.
Dominican
just as long as you can wipe and you wipe it back there, and it goes like that. Like
you looking up at the girl, she's like, is that Johnson & Johnson? Like, that's not a good.
It's good. It gives them the maternal instinct goes off in their head.
Yeah.
It makes them
Orlando, you in New York?
Huh? No, I'm actually in California also.
Oh, okay. But not like growing up in New York, I did have baby wipes. Even moving over here, I had baby wipes for a very long time. I stopped doing it. Porque, yo vi una vaina de Adam and everything. Dijo que the baby wipes are clogging up the city. Dije, está bien, I'm going to stop using it. That's why I stopped. Pero,
where you lived in New York?
I used to live in Harlem, 143rd and Broadway.
Oh, okay. Dope.
¿Y tú?
I live in Queens.
You lived in Queens?
Okay.
Yeah. My aunt had a laundromat in Queens, and then I lived in the Bronx for a little bit. Got my ass whooped over there a lot.
And Eric, you're from New York too, right?
Yeah, I grew up in New Rochelle. Then I went to school, Pace University.
Yeah.
And started doing comedy out there.
Oh yeah. Only y'all in LA.
Man.
Fantastic.
When you coming?
I don't know.
Pick up your bidet and move out here. Stop messing around.
I've been talking about the day for the last 25 minutes. I'm pretty LA.
Yeah. You're gonna be there just like girls will come over and be like, yo, you want some avocado toast? I got some avocado toast.
Actually, that's what I have for breakfast. I'm not even joking.
You go
to Ian's house for bidet and avocado toast. That's what it's all about.
That's what I've become.
What's our next topic, Eric?
Well, thank you, Orlando. Smooth transition. With everything going on, like Ian was saying, like we're getting over the hump. Like my fear is that this is a lot scarier than they're letting on, and then all of a sudden they just drop. Oh, by the way, UFOs. Boom. Is it like? Where do you guys stand on it? Do you think it's UFOs are a real thing, or it's just we're trying to distract you from everything going on?
Is it a real thing? Because I saw that article, but it wasn't from a trustworthy source.
It was on CNN, even though our president calls it fake news. I don't know what's real news. I don't know what fake news is, but I saw, UFO is a thing. They show pictures. It's always a grainy picture. We can, with all the cameras we've got on our phones and everything, all the pictures are always from far away, grainy. Oh, look, there it is there.
Don't believe that shit. I don't even believe that chupacabra. I don't believe none of that shit. And primer impacto was la chupacabra otra vez. Chupacabra. I remember there was a dude in Puerto Rico. Yo estaba caminando, la chupacabra salió y me mordió aquí. Yo le pegué así, quítate de ahí, y me dejó tranquilo. Like, I don't believe in none of that shit. First of all, we're far away from any other planet to even think. First of all, we can't even travel the speed of light. For some UFO to get over here, that'd be fucking nuts. You see what I'm saying? what the closest star is like 4 light years away. That means that you gotta travel for 4 years, in the speed of light to get over here. Everything it's ridiculous.
Nah, I'll humbly, I'll respectfully disagree. I believe in it,
Yeah.
and I believe they're already here. They're walking around us because I've met a lot of people, and certain people are like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, you're not from this planet, dog."
Those
I
are
got
called
you. I
comedians.
understand.
They're called
I'm a
aliens.
sidestep right now and keep it moving. So it
They're
was great
comedians,
meeting you.
Orlando.
I don't like the way your eyes are blinking. I'm out of here, dog.
La gente
Here's
son loca,
the
but
only thing that I question, because I believe it too, but I think if you could get here, if you could build a UFO to get here, obviously you're way more advanced and intelligent than we are. So why haven't you took over our planet yet? Like if you could get here,
that's another one.
if you could get here, you could just come and take over.
Nah,
We couldn't
dog.
even get close.
Not with the amount of pollution, dog. They see the pollution and they're like,
They're
nah,
like, I'm good.
we can't
Nah, we
breathe
good.
here, bro.
Bueno, esta gente está jodida. They got like a couple more years. Vamos.
Yeah.
Vámonos.
It's
I don't know,
hard.
like, I remember a couple months back, my wife and my mother-in-law, which I'm going to preface with, are both white ladies, were watching this documentary on UFOs, and they were very into it. Like, can you believe this? And every guy they interviewed was an old white guy, just going, yeah, I saw it, and the thing, and then it probed me. I was like, why they just? You never see anybody of color like, yo, I saw one. It's always some crazy white boy in a farm or one of these pilots.
That's why
from a distance.
That's why people don't believe them. That's why people don't believe them. Let me tell you something. They need to practice the same thing that the marijuana industry did. Back in the day, all the marijuana guys that would rep marijuana and be like, hemp is good for you and marijuana's healthy and everything. They were all like with tie-dye shirts, long hair, nothing presentable about these guys. Only that they were natural, goodbye people. But then as it became a business and you living in Los Angeles know that they started wearing ties and cutting their hair. No more long, weird ponytails. They're cutting their hair, they're parting it sideways, and they're like, they got into politics. That's what the UFO people need to do. Just wear a suit, man. Wear a suit, cut your hair.
These people are from the armed forces, Air Force, and I still don't. I don't buy it.
But they're always a little bit weird. They're always a little bit weird. I just finished watching that documentary on what is it on Boston, Ohio. That place that's a national park now is called Helltown, and supposedly there's some type of creature that lives in the woods, and that the United States had a base built underground there. There's some kind of like unexplainable forces, like the car, you may lose control, radios don't really work. There's all kind of, I'm not the terminology, but everybody in the documentary doesn't look presentable.
If you have to be weird. Like it's like people who do improv. Like they're always a little bit off. There's no question about it. You have to be a little bit off.
Because it's not true. It's impossible. Like, why you never heard a physicist come out? Yes, there's alien life. The only time that physicists ever said that they see there might be alien life is in 2 moons on Jupiter. One of them is called Europa because it's made of water and ice, and the other one is because it contracts and expands, and it creates its own heat. So for us to even meet another life form will be millions of light years, or even 100,000 light years away. If even to even meet another species out there, because space is so vast. It's so vast. El Sol, you know how long it takes the light to get from the sun to Earth?
I don't know, but you did the Google search. Tell us.
No, it's 8 minutes and 30 seconds. 8 minutes and 30 seconds. It travels. We're talking about speed of light. 186 miles per 186,000 miles per second, which means that space is so big that the speed of light is slow. Which means for another, like let's say another planet that's millions of light years away from us, that'll be nearly impossible. Like it'll probably be like generations or whatever life forms to get over here. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that they're using time. And the way that they do it is linear time, but then they know how to fold it. Fold time.
Yeah.
Traveling in a distance where the gigawatts and the megawatts and the flux capacitors work at a higher rate.
They are talking.
It's nice to see Orlando just had a piece of paper out because he knew something like this was going to happen. He's like, at some point, I'm going to have to explain time travel. So let me have this here. I know how these conversations get.
I think they're smart. I think they're way more advanced. I believe, and I think that they're way more advanced. And they come up here and they check us out, and they're like, "Yeah, that guy. Let's probe that guy because if he snitches, no one's gonna believe him." So you know what I'm saying? They know who to pick. You know.
How come they never probe a dude that just bought a bidet clean?
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm like, yo, as soon as this is over,
yo, yeah, this is the when he meets the aliens. Oye, no quiero problema. ¿Tú quieres lavarse culo?
We will not take this one. He has a bidet. He's way more advanced.
Yo tengo un video. Ustedes lavarse todo lo que ustedes quieran.
I guarantee y'all in a year we'll do this again and all y'all gonna have bidets.
Nah, I don't trust it, man. I don't want to go back to the bidet, but you know, sometimes when you have explosions and you gotta clean, that means that the bidet is gonna get messed up too.
Nah, see, that's where you're wrong, my brother. That's where you're wrong because my bidet.
Yo, let's go see that bidet. Let's go see this bidet.
So it's under wraps until you turn it on, then it comes up and the hose comes out.
Oh, so when you want to use it,
long ass hose coming out. What kind of?
Where's my piece of paper so I can explain to you guys how it works?
Okay, tomar una foto. Go to the bidet. Let's go see this shit. This shit got a bidet. But tú estás aquí haciendo propaganda aquí.
He says it comes out. Did you say erection? It gets an erection.
No, I did not say that. I would not mix those words.
Pause, man. Those bidets. That's why I told you, man. When I see it, it looks very aggressive. Man.
It's on its It is. You can put out a fire with that.
You can seriously get an erection with a bidet.
I don't know if you guys saw this one. This woman in Paraguay woke up in a body bag after she was pronounced dead. Mm-hmm. So her family was ready to do this service.
Yeah.
And she woke up in the body bag.
Yeah.
She was pronounced. Now the line that got me in the whole thing was she was a married woman. So this husband is never gonna hear the end of this.
Yeah.
She's gonna hold this over his head for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Yo.
Let's get Chinese food today. Oh, like the time you pronounced me dead? No, we get Italian.
Yeah. But it was the doctor who let her. She went to it was like an urgent care or something, and the doctor also named her like, "Yo, she's gone." And I was just saying, man, you know, her fault.
You're blaming her?
Yeah, dude. You should. If you're sleeping, if your sleep is that heavy, nah, you ain't ready for life, yo.
I feel like that's what it feels like to wake up.
We've had 3 earthquakes in LA, and 2 of them Vanessa slept through. Vanessa being my wife, she slept through 2 of them. I told her, yo, the 3rd one, I'm not waking you up, man. Like I was pushing her to wake her up, she kept sleeping. We have another big one. I told her, yo, I'm gonna throw you off the balcony. Hopefully you'll land well.
No, I had an earthquake and I had a girl over. Yo estaba loco que ya se vaya. I just wanted her to go. And I was acting like I was sleeping, but she was awake. I'm trying to act like I'm not doing nothing. I'm sleeping. So like that, I want to interact with her. So she could leave. The earthquake happened. Boom. Y me quedé así como I was still sleeping. And just see if she moved. She's like, there's an earthquake. She's standing there. She's like, there's an earthquake. There's an earthquake. Just like así.
Yo, my boy told me one time he was in Hawaii on vacation with his girl. And I don't know if you guys remember, a couple years ago, for some reason, they hit the alarm that said like a nuclear weapon, a nuclear missile was headed to Hawaii. Oh, and he was like, he woke up and his girl was like, look, there's a nuclear missile like headed to Hawaii. And I was like, so what did you do? And he's like, I just took a shower and went down to breakfast. I was like, so none of y'all care.
In his defense, what can he do unless he's gonna swim for it? Like, He's stuck
yeah,
on
take a shower. At least, like, if you take a nuclear weapon, it's coming. He's like, yeah, I took a shower, went to breakfast. That's all you can do.
Yeah, I applaud him, man. You hygiene first, bro.
Hey, yeah, dude, I remember.
That's why I told you, yo. I tell people all the time, like I wouldn't be able to survive in a zombie apocalypse. You get me? Like I'll tap out real quick. I'll be because first of all, no showering. That's a negative in my life, man.
I know.
And then the way the other people are gonna smell, nah.
And that's you tapping yourself out. You're not even gonna try.
No, I'm gonna try, but like if they're around the corner and they're
Yo le meto una muerta. Yeah, turn on the Dominicanist. You gotta act like you a zombie. Ahí fue. Yeah, tú entiendes. You gotta do something. We'll survive anywhere. Anywhere.
Not me. I'm tapping out. I don't need to survive.
Yeah, I lived a good one.
I did good, bro. I did good. I did
half hour. I'm good.
Yeah. I don't know what's up with that lady. I feel bad for her that she had to go through that, but definitely there's a problem there. Maybe it happened before. You know where she can blame her husband. This is the lady who woke up in the body bag. If this is something like, yo, she does that. Like she'll sleep like a dead person.
Yeah.
And he's
I feel like the husband should take some of the blame because you realize the doctor pronounced her dead. That means the husband came in. I don't know if there was tears. He held her hand, gave a little speech, and the whole time didn't notice she was still alive.
Yeah.
He probably kissed her too. My love.
He didn't even feel a pulse or nothing. Like you know somebody when somebody's dead, they
doctor,
like, you could tell.
The doctor. I think this is true crime story, man. We're figuring out that this was just.
I'm sure that guy was ready to
the
party.
doctor and the husband were in cahoots.
They probably
just gave her a little heavier dosage.
She's like, nigga, you know I was sleeping.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a long time. She should know the way she sleeps.
Yeah, no, the doctor pronounced her dead, guys, and the mom, everybody's crying and everything. And the doctor was like, yo, I could just give her enough so she really goes away. And he was like, no. I want her to wake up in the hole. Savage, dog, savage. I don't know what that lady did to him, but savage.
I would love you as a detective.
You think he threatens her now? From now on, like, oh, that's how it's gonna be. Wait till you go to sleep.
Yeah.
Just saying. Wait till you conk out.
What else do we have on deck there, Erik Rivera?
All right. Last topic we're going to talk about. I know everybody's binge watching TV and watching movies and whatnot. Has anybody watched this show, Too Hot to Handle, on Netflix?
Oh, that's the new one. I haven't watched it. The previous
it's a top 10 show on Netflix.
Yeah.
Everybody, it was trending for a while. I decided I was going to give it a shot. I didn't get past the intro. I was like, I'm out. I'm out. I was out. I just saw the intro, like just them breaking down what the show is. Gadiel, you guys look lost, so I'll break it down for you. They put 12 hot people on a beach. It's like a dating show, and the winner wins $100,000, and all they got to do is not have sex. They're gonna give them booze, keep them half naked, and just don't have sex. $100,000. I was like, I'm out.
$100,000.
$100,000.
Bueno, señor. Is everybody naked? I've been doing that for the last. How long is this pandemic going on? Oh, but I haven't been around. I haven't had the temptation. In all fairness,
you're drinking like at the beach, and
they're on a private beach.
Yeah,
I didn't even. I saw the promo, and I was just like, I don't need this in my life.
To be honest, about it.
But it sounds like all you have to do is not. It is what it is. You don't have to do nothing. Just don't do it.
You get tempted, and if you do it, you lose money. So for every action you lose a little bit of money.
If you kiss a girl, boom, you lose some of your money.
$5,000.
Oh. Y si tú te haces la paja.
That's free.
They tax you. That's a tax, right?
I'm gonna owe them like $25,000.
Yeah. They're like, you're cheating. No, they kick you off the island for that one. They kick you out the beach for that because they know that's the cheating.
See, the problem I have with all these reality shows is why, like, because I actually got sucked into the Love Is Blind one. I don't know if you guys saw that one. That was where a couple talked through a wall, they fell in love, and then they met, and they had to like see if they would get married.
Yeah, I saw that one all the way till they made it out of the house.
Yeah.
Once they went and they were like in Cobb, I was just like, all right, I tap out.
But see, the issues I always have with those shows is everyone's always good looking. I would have loved Love Is Blind even more if they would have thrown you a wild card from time to time. Like you, boom, oh, there he is. He smiles, no teeth. You're like, oh, hold up.
Yeah, like when I Rebel Wilson.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like throw a couple wild cards in there. Let's see what happens. Let's see if Love Is Blind.
Yeah. Throw some normal people. It isn't about ugly people. It's just throw some average, like normal people. You know what I'm saying? Some of the people that they're using, like that hotness. Yeah.
Yeah, all the dudes have six packs. All the girls always just like mix it up.
Mix it up, yo. Give me a dwarf in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 90 Day Fiancé is another one.
Yo, they make that shit up. Diablo, coño, these people really want the green cards. No. Ed.
Before we get out of here, what shows are you guys watching right now? What have you guys gotten into?
I just finished Money Heist.
Oh.
Was it good?
I want to see.
Casa de Papel. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
I saw the first episode.
Huh?
Where's Casa de Papel?
Not Netflix. It's Money Heist.
Oh, okay. I'm watching Killing Eve.
How's that?
And that's dope because I just found it and it's on their third season. So you get like 2 seasons that you can binge if you want to binge it. And then now it's on AMC. It releases every Sunday or Monday, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But what's dope is one of the things we started doing, me and my wife, is we don't binge anymore. We're like, oh, let's save that show for tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah, I've been doing that.
Yeah,
I've been doing that too. Some people watch the whole show, but then you feel like your life is done when it's over.
Yeah.
Especially during this quarantine, because right now we don't really see that end to the tunnel. So if you binge it all, you're like, what am I gonna do
do more than 2 episodes a day. That's it.
Oof.
Yeah,
that's it.
So I have a question for everybody. Go ahead, Gadiel. Go ahead.
I was going to say I like more like financial shows, como The Profit, Eric, and then this another one called The Deed. Since I'm more into like the whole real estate thing.
Yeah.
The Deed because you learn something from new people trying to flip homes and stuff like that. That's what I like to see.
Oh, I'm all about that. On HGTV, there's one now called Flipping 101 that gives you a lot of good tips. And then The Profit is yeah, it's really good. That you could watch it. Flipping 101. The Profit is excellent.
The Profit is great.
Yeah, and yeah, I love all those shows. But one of the things that I do want to ask all you guys, because I just had a conversation with one of my friends, and one of the things that's getting spoken about during this time where everybody's home and people are getting a little bit depressed and stuff, from every aspect of the spiritual to the religious to the positive thinking. This one common thing that all these different ways of thinking have in common is they say, oh, this is like, if it's a religious part, it's like, oh, this is God's way of giving you time to prep for your next step. If it's forward thinking, if it's positive thinking, is, oh, this is the universe giving you time to become strong in the places that you are weak. And the same thing on and on. Do you guys feel that way? Is it something that now that you've been home, it's like, I need to work on this? Like, I'll give you an example. Me, I feel that way. And the thing that I say I'm very weak at is, let's just say, topical jokes. To be able to write late night jokes, for like a monologue for like a Jimmy Fallon or a Jimmy Kimmel or Conan. Is there something that you guys are working on? Maybe helping you get stronger in something else that you think that you're weak at.
Well, for me, I've been using. I do kind of believe in that, not because I believe it's true, just because I believe it's a good way to think. It's no hurt in that, So even if I don't believe it, I'm like, let me just follow this, because at worst I'll get a new hobby or become better at something, So I've been taking this time to just write more stand up. Like, I already had my hour that I was touring. Like I was doing, like I had probably like 70 minutes that I was touring, and I was getting to the point where I'm like, I'm ready to switch over, like start working on a new hour, and I didn't know how to start it just because I was in it every night. When you're doing so many spots every night, it's kind of tough to sit down and be like, all right, it's time to develop. So I've just been using this time for that. So I'm just writing like every day, like just trying to come up with like, I'm trying to have like at least a new 30 when I get out.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
What about you, Gadiel?
Oh, with me, I've been like taking this time to. I wake up early. I wake up like at 4:30. I've been running. I'm trying to lose weight, eating more healthy, eating more vegan. So I'm taking this time to focus on myself, meditate a whole lot more. Fixing whatever I can over here, so like document this out, and just like I haven't dabbled too much into comedy because I've just been preoccupied with this home stuff. But no, I know that when I get out, I'm just like I'm gonna be more focused. My mental health is a whole lot better. I do feel a whole lot better. I feel like more motivated to do things. What I do is I write a list. I have an index card. I write down things that I need to get done, and I cross them out. And every time I cross something out, I feel like I'm being more productive. So I feel like I'm getting more things done now that I'm at home. So I don't have time to think about what's going on in the world. Muchas veces lo pienso, sí, but I've been mostly focused on me.
That's good. And Eric, you've been doing these Zoom shows, so everybody's doing.
Yeah, I've been trying to, number one, find that creative outlet and sort of build that social media presence, which everybody's always so keen on. Like I look at guys like Gadiel and see what they're doing, and I'm just like, I want to do more of that. Like stand up is always going to be there. Like, you could take us out for a couple weeks, and I have no doubt in my mind that we can all get up on stage tomorrow and we're not gonna, we'll be a little rusty, but we can, boom. It's just like riding a bike. We all know that skill.
Yeah.
Sharpening that skill for so many years. So I've been trying to really focus on the other tools that sometimes we let go off to the wayside. Like I've been working on writing scripts and treatments, because sometimes as comics, we don't realize that the importance of being able to go into a meeting, pitching a show, and knowing our own voice and being able to write that show. Like I've taken acting class out here, and you hear those actors like, I'm just waiting for the right part. And I'm like, why don't you write your own right part? Because if you're going to wait for that right part to show up, it may never show up. And you're just going to be sitting around all the time. And I tell that to comics all the time. I'm like, work on that writing skill. I'm not telling you you're going to be, Chuck Lorre, but if you know the building blocks for that, you light years ahead of everybody else.
Right. That's true.
That's like awesome advice. And
Don Carlos, me estoy poniendo esta vaina.
And kept it on long.
The collar is out, son.
The collar is out. And the AC is off. Anyway, that's great advice, and I'm glad you said that, especially for other comics that might be watching. That's one tool that we all need to have in the toolbox. So it goes back to the thing about me saying, writing topical jokes. That goes back. This is just something I need to put in the toolbox. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So. All right, before we get out of here, tell everybody where we can find you. We'll start with Ian.
I'm at Ian Lara Live on Instagram and on everything.
All right. Gadiel?
You can find me on Pero Light, BuzzFeed Pero Light, but you can follow me on Instagram at Gadiel Del Orbe.
Go follow, dude. His lives are hilarious. My man every night goes live with his sister, and they chop it up with people, and it's legit one of my favorite things to watch. They just sit outside and shoot it.
Gracias por el apoyo, loco.
Orlando.
Always at Hey Lando. I have a half hour on HBO Now, HBO Go, HBO Max. That's coming our way soon.
And HBO on demand. Go stream it.
Yeah, buddy.
When is it coming out?
It's out now.
It's already out.
Yo, I'm gonna watch that shit tonight. Y te voy a mandar un mensaje a ver si está bueno.
There it is. He's putting in the planner.
There you go.
I'm writing that down.
You guys can catch me at Erik Rivera Comedy on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I also have a half-hour special called Super White. So after you watch Orlando's Adorable, watch mine, Super White. Thank you guys for supporting. Like each of these comics, follow them, and share their work, man. That's the only way we keep growing. Word of mouth is sharing, spreading the laughs, and we thank you. We appreciate that.
I want to thank you, Eric. Eric, I want to thank you for bringing these two, all of us together. I've been meaning to meet all you guys. I've been doing the surf over here in LA. I hear a lot of things about you, Orlando. Like every time somebody be like, "Yo, you know Orlando?" I'm like, "I don't know who that is." They're like, "How the hell you don't know Orlando?" You know?
Oh, thank you, buddy. Well, it's because we're limited. We're Dominicans. We're limited. And,
we're limited.
you know, Dominicans in Cali sometimes they show support. Sometimes.
Yeah.
That was a salty way to get out of this one.
But I'm gonna hit you up. Stay in contact when all this over, man.
There you go. Get all my info from Eric.
All right, guys. Stay safe out there. Thanks for watching.
All right, y'all.
Gracias, te me cuida, papá.
Está todo.